This is how to add engagement stickers on your Instagram stories. Engagement stickers are a fantastic tool to encourage folks to interact with your stories on Instagram. If you have any questions about Instagram or Instagram stories, because we have a couple of videos talking about how to improve your stories, how to deal with your stories, your highlights, etc. This is going to be engagement sticker specific. So here's my phone screen right now. I just took this video. See the little smiley face on the top right with on a little post-it note? I'm clicking that because that helps me to add features onto my Instagram story. And so there's a lot of options here. We'll go through some of them, but the one that I'm going to click is poll on the right there. So I click poll. All right, so I've typed up my question here. Who lost one of her hub videos and has to re-record? It was me. And so I put some options in. You can type options, you can add other options as you go. You can have as many options as you want up to their limit. So I put Sammy Oops been there. Maybe this version will be better if you want to add emojis. You can do that to make it a little more fun for folks. Clicking this color wheel at the top will change the color of the top. You don't need to have that top question. So let me show you that. I'm actually going to use it like that right here. But if I wanted to add a poll, oh, I can't. I'll show you one in the next video. So let's post that one here. I like it. People can vote. I'm adding it to my stories. So let's make a new video here. And this is just recording my table, but we can just get my microphone here. Not that I'm gonna use this microphone picture, but just so you can kind of have a little template here. I could make the poll without the question and I could say blue Yeti mic, which is not the mic I have, or blue snowball. Now I wouldn't do this personally, but you could have you walking outside and have the weather and say, I love sun, or, you know, maybe it's snowy and then you put lots of snow emojis and have say, you know, I love snow, or you don't even say I love snow, you just have snow emojis. It just gives people an opportunity to vote. Like, oh, I love snow, or no, I want the sun back. Like, it can be totally fun. Doesn't have to be totally fun. It could be serious too. But as you can see, you don't need that top part. That's what I was showing you here. So we went back to the post-it note emoji. I want to show you some other interactive options. This little smiley face here in the bubble, you can pick which smiley you may want to give people the opportunity to interact with. And so let's say you post something surprising and you want to give people the opportunity to click that button, and when they click it, it will just affirm that that's how they are feeling. I can't promise you people are going to click that. I find the polls to be the most interactive options on Instagram because there are options, and not only that, but once you vote for one, you can see the percentages of what other people have clicked, and so it's really enticing for people to select one and, you know, just see what other people have picked in comparison. This one will just kind of shoot that emoji everywhere. It doesn't really give you anything other than maybe a little satisfaction because you cheered someone on, if that's the kind of emoji. If you put something you really love as a picture and then you offer this as the emoji option, people can click it to say like, yes, like I love that too. So that's an option, not necessarily my top option for you. The quiz can be really interesting. It helps if you're asking something that people will actually have an opinion on, and you can pick a right answer for this one. So I can say, which blue mic do you think this is? So this is probably a bad example for our audience, because if I ask you all which blue microphone do you think this is, you probably won't care too much. So like maybe you will add your 2 cents. Again, you can change the color here. Maybe you will add your guess because you want to see if you're correct, but you might just like jump on by it. So there, blue makes blue snowball, blue Yeti, but I'm gonna make up blue dragon. That's made up. So then you actually click on whichever option is correct, and then after they guess, they will see which option was the right option. And so this is a bad question for our audience, but if we were like testing our audience and we said, how long do you think is the longest YouTube short time length you can put up? Maybe they would want to guess that. Or do you know like which platform we would recommend more? Like maybe they want to guess that because they want to see the right answer. So that is the quiz option. You might find some use for it. Again, just having something that people can engage with, it's going to help your stories. They're actually going to get boosted a little bit more if you have that kind of interactive feature in it. Plus, if people are interacting with the features that you're putting up there. That's going to tell Instagram, it's going to tell Meta that you are something worth being interacted with, and they should maybe show your story to more people first. You're actually engaging with people, right? You can see their answers. You could reach out to them based on their answer. You could say, oh, you like snow too? I love snow. Like, that's a conversation starter. And, watch our videos about direct messaging for more thoughts on that. But another option for an engagement sticker would be this question, which some larger accounts can get a lot of traction by saying, ask me anything. And again, you can change the color, you can change the size, you can put it where you want. If you're a smaller account or you don't have a lot of engagement on Instagram, you might not get that much traction by saying, ask me anything. Honestly, you might not get much traction by putting the question at all, even if it's a good question. If you can find the right question, maybe it will garner some answers. And yes, you can see who responds. You can, message them after. You can see what they say. You can share their answers. I believe we have a video on that. If not, and if you need it, let us know. One final engagement option I want to show you is just this kind of slider, which I would say will probably be as equal to that little dot. Now it's a slider. It might be a little bit more likely that people will use this to interact because there's some choice in the matter. It's not just like, do I push it or do I not push it to show that I love something? It's actually like, I could push it a little or I could push it a lot. I've seen people, and you can ask a question or not, people put designations for different spots on this slider. So what do I mean by that? I mean, like, let's say I want to add some text. Let's quick add some text. Great, look, how many Christmas songs can you think of off the top of your head? That's just one idea. There are so many ways you can go with this, but I just want to show you this slider option. So now people are going to have the opportunity to slide that face to kind of answer the question, okay? So you could make the last one 20 plus. You can put this one at the end. You can do whatever you want with this. I'm just showing you that this kind of gives them some guidelines of where they drag the face based on how many songs they can think of. These are probably bad intervals. You can also click on this engagement sticker and change the little face. So maybe instead of that funny face, we want to put a Christmas tree. That would make more sense. And can we change the color? Sure can. Can we make it green? Maybe red would be better. I guess green is the best option here. So look, Christmassy post. I wouldn't put my microphone on the background there, but that's just how it is. I'm deleting these here. You can see you don't need to make it a slider like that. You can ask the question in there. You can say, how excited are you for Christmas? Probably not something that you would ask because there may be some people mourning Christmas. Or maybe you ask, how excited are you for Christmas? And the next one, like, is anybody just not feeling Christmas? And then you have a slider. And again, this just gives you an opportunity. It opens the door for conversation. That's one of the best ways to use engagement stickers, but it's also a neat way just to gauge your audience, gauge your followers, gauge your members. Where are they at? What do they think about certain things? What questions do they have? How can you better serve them on your social media? Here, when you click that post-it note, we went over polls, we went over questions, we went over quizzes, the slider and the dot. You can see in here, you have more options as far as mentioning people, adding pictures from your camera roll, adding GIFs, and of course, I love just searching for things too. These are not engagement stickers, but bonus lesson here, if I type in Christmas, I'm gonna be able to find all sorts of different options. And again, I wouldn't call these engagement stickers because people are not interacting with them, but they sure do make your stories fun.